walk away, or she.
Right.
That's what it's like. I hope you didn't record that.
I did, but I won't put it in there.
Please don't put that in there.
Let me make sure it focuses. That would probably be a useful thing, huh? Now manual. Now fast assist. All right, perfect. All right. So I'm going to do a little 5-second monologue and we're good to go. So welcome to Photography in the Raw. I am here in New Orleans. Am I saying it right? New Orleans?
Yes. New
Orleans. With Eugenia Uhl.
Yes.
And Eugenia has been a photographer for approximately 28 years. And we're going to talk a little bit about photography. So you do cookbooks, right? And food photography.
Yeah, I do a lot of cookbooks and food. I do interiors and portraits.
Stuff like that. How long have you, what got you into food photography? Like why food?
I guess when I was in school, I went to school at Portfolio Center in Atlanta.
Oh, very nice.
And so a lot of the photographs that I took were, was my 4x5, well that one. And
right, and everybody knows what a 4x5 is anymore, right?
No. And now food, those were the ones that kind of were strong. And then I got a job with New Orleans Magazine doing their food column, which I've had ever since. I've had that same column every month.
Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
So you've done that for
28 years.
28 years? Wow. Wow. And so, and you style your own food, is that correct?
They send me the column with the recipes.
Okay.
Sometimes they suggest which recipe they want. Sometimes they don't, and so that's how I learned how to do food styling, because then I didn't have to deal with anyone else.
So sometimes you get to choose kind of your own food, what you're going to put in there?
But I think would look best, or whatever I have like an idea for.
And do you find that some of that's holiday driven, like, I don't know, crumpets for certain times, and like so we're in New Orleans, Mardi Gras. What would be like a Mardi Gras photo shoot for food?
Well, the one that was my favorite, which I still make every Mardi Gras, was a po' boy. It was a whole French loaf, which is about 36 inches.
Okay.
And you make this sandwich in there, and you squish it all down. It's kind of like a muffalata on a French bread. Nobody knows what that is. It's like slices of Italian meats with olive salad, marinara, and olive salad, and tomatoes. And then you squish it, you press it together, and put it in the refrigerator overnight, and then you can take it with you to the parade on Mardi Gras Day.
Oh, and so you took a photo of that and styled it and all that kind of stuff. And so now
And I liked it so much, I made it.
So we'll put the photo up right on the screen right now, and you can look at it. You'll send that to me, right?
Okay.
Okay, do you have that? Maybe.
That's a long time ago.
Right. We'll send something that's close to it.
Okay.
Right, we'll fake it.
Okay.
So one of the main missions for me in doing these videos with photographers across the nation is to teach and educate photographers on things that they can do to make their careers a little easier. Because I'm sure you have some mistakes and probably a bunch of knowledge of things you may have done differently. And so, like right off the bat, what would you say to somebody who's just getting out of school and wants to be a professional photographer or videographer?
I would say learn the correct pricing and don't underprice is one big thing, because I think that hurts everyone in the end. I mean, I can understand at the beginning you're charging a little bit less just to try to get your foot in the door, but after that, really, you should be charging the proper amount for all the equipment that you need to have, and the lighting, and the time that it takes to properly do it.
Do you have any mythology?
I go by the ASMP guidelines,
Okay.
American Society of Media Photographers. I think it's important to pay attention to those groups and to attend those meetings and get some pointers from.
Well, what if, and I hear this, and I think a lot of photographers that are young feel this way, what if they don't feel they're worth that amount? How do they, how do you get yourself to the point to knowing you're worth that amount? Like, when did you know?
worth that as long as you are taking the time and delivering the photographs that the client can use. So you should practice beforehand. Don't practice on your clients. Like, shoot some food at your own house or your own studio and make sure that you're going to be able to deliver a product that they can use.
And let me ask you, do you do portraits as well?
Yes.
And do you find, like you were saying, don't practice on your clients? Do you ever find yourself like practicing on people before you do other shoots with?
I did that for years. If I was going to be going and photographing something that I didn't feel totally comfortable with, I would do a lot of research, look at a lot of photographs that I liked, think about the lighting that they used, and try to practice and accomplish and know what I was doing and bring the right equipment with me to get the results.
So you were literally trying to find out not only maybe the style,
mm-hmm.
but also the lens type,
mm-hmm.
camera type,
mm-hmm. lighting,
right?
composition,
Okay.
all of that stuff.
And where did you research that type of stuff?
Well, at the time I would research in Communication Arts Magazine and Design Magazine. I think that was the name of it. But now, I mean, you can search online, but just because it's online doesn't mean it's good. You have to like
Right.
go through those things and say like, this isn't good and this is good and I don't like that and I like this. And even maybe bring a printout with you so you can kind of like remember when you're there, like, okay, this is what I'm going for. And sometimes in front of clients or at the place, you get a little bit more nervous or you don't want to take up a lot of their time, but you have a clear vision.
Right. And so do you ever ask your clients to give you, like an example? What do you
I
mean?
do.
Yeah.
I do, definitely.
Because I think a lot of younger people too, especially like right out of school, they've got the job and maybe they're afraid that they'll blow the job for asking for examples.
Mm-hmm.
And I do it all the time.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, because every client I think is different.
Everyone's different, yeah.
And let me ask you this, do you have clients that, and we can cut this if it doesn't come out right, do you have clients that you work for that you kind of just respect, but they're not buddies, they're not friends, they're just like straight up business?
Yeah, for sure.
And how do you work with them? I mean, what's a methodology or what's a method of working with them and keeping that relationship alive?
I just try to, I always ask beforehand, what am I going to be photographing? I don't want to just go in there blindly, because if I think I'm photographing a ring and all of a sudden I'm photographing a bike, that's completely different. My mind is set completely different. So I want to be sure that I know what I'm photographing and I know that I'm going to be able to supply them with what they want.
So it sounds like
how they're going to use it.
Yeah, so it sounds like for your preparation, or for your style, preparation's a must. Is that right? So let's say you had 5 young photographers, maybe mid-career, 25, well, I guess 25 would be early, like 30 years old. What would you tell them? They've already got a couple of great shoots under the belt, but they're now trying to get to that other edge where basically you and I are. We're comfortably photographers forever. What would you tell them to get to that point?
I guess I would say try to work on your style and make it your own so that your photographs are reflective of an artistic point of view, which is yours uniquely.
Absolutely. And do you think that you studied other styles to get your style? What styles do you think your photography reflects? That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I guess, I don't know if you've ever heard of this magazine out of Australia, Don Hay.
I haven't.
She's sort of like Martha Stewart of Australia.
Okay. I didn't go to jail.
No. I kind of look at them a lot for styles and backgrounds and what looks fresh and feels fresh, and think about what they have in their photographs, which I like, and why, how I can accomplish that.
And I bet you this is something that happens to all photographers, but I don't know. Do you ever look at other people's photographs and think, oh my gosh, this is really good?
Yeah.
I wish I could be that good.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, do you think that's a healthy spot to be as a photographer?
I do. I mean, some of those things I'm just too lazy to do.
That's hilarious.
The amount of lights you would have to bring or whatever, I was like, ah. But yeah, definitely.
Also,
But that's good.
that's really good. But and then that the amount of lights, I'm wondering if it is a photographer's thing. Like, do you find now that you've been doing it longer that you've simplified your kit?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the cameras too can handle it differently. Like my 4x5, everybody wanted everything at f/45, everything sharp, and that took a lot of light.
Yeah, multiple pops and
Yeah.
yeah.
And nowadays it can be simpler. I even have this rig where I shoot food with like a flash on a stand with an umbrella, not
And
even strobes.
And that's it?
Mm-hmm.
So one light.
Mm-hmm.
And then the daylight or just one light?
Just one light and a bounce.
Wow.
That's really good too.
Yeah, I bet, yeah. So we'll put some examples of that up there. So do you find, with us talking about simplifying our equipment, do you find that the right equipment makes it better for you as a professional? Like all your shitty equipment, did you toss it by now or sideline it?
Yeah, I can't have any equipment that can't depend on.
Yeah.
No way.
Scary.
Show up and, then that's too risky.
Yeah, because one of the things I see from younger photographers is that they're afraid to make the leap and say, I'm going to be a pro forever, so what I'm going to do, and they don't make the leap to get the right gear. So they get low grade or mid-level or broken gear, or used gear, whatever it may be, especially like cameras, you don't want your prime piece to fall apart on you.
As best as you can afford.
Right.
I mean, even make a sacrifice to get the best you can afford.
Absolutely. So, what else would you tell a younger photographer? Like, what through your experience, like, what's something that you know that probably every photographer is making a mistake as a younger person?
Learn lighting. I think that people are not learning lighting like they used to.
No, lighting used to be intense.
I think it's still very important though, don't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, lighting is everything.
Yeah, lighting
Yeah.
and composition, that's everything.
Absolutely. And being in a position where, do you come in contact with younger photographers quite a bit, or every once in a while?
I see their work. I would have to say I see their work.
And you ever like look at it and you're like, this person just doesn't
lighting
know.
is off, yeah.
Yeah. And then do you have lighting heroes? Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are some of yours?
Well, I mean, but there's so many.
Right. No, I get it.
For so many different reasons. I mean.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm kind of the same way. I have heroes, but at the same time, I think if I started laying out a list, it'd be just almost embarrassing. Like,
because the influences come from so many places, from black and white photographers back in the day to just keeps going.
mm-hmm.
I think the style is very casual these days, but I don't think casual necessarily should mean unplanned and unlit and.
Oh, do you also find this is something that I think is kind of strange? Is I remember studying the history of photography and photography, like basically as it started out, and studying it and understanding it, and I feel like maybe that's something that might be missing in younger people. Maybe?
Yeah, the kind of the magic part of it.
Yeah, like really being into the magic.
Yeah.
And what would you suggest to photographers who want to find that magic? Like, where would you look for that magic?
Do they still make Polaroid film? I think, is Fuji making Polaroid film?
I think so.
I would say make a pinhole camera using Polaroid film some kind of way and go back to that basic thing, a hole in a light-sensitive piece of material.
That's really good.
Right?
Yeah, and then would you keep your subject matter simple too, or?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, do you?
I mean, I don't know if you could shoot people that way, but I
Shoot
think
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and then you'd start really realizing how your camera actually worked.
Right.
I think digital has been great for us, because now I don't have to breathe in chemicals and I don't have to deal with,
Definitely.
Polaroids and screwing up film, and it's cheaper.
Yeah, Polaroids were very toxic.
Right? Yeah, but it's true, Polaroid's gone.
Yeah.
Kodak was toxic as well too. But,
Well, just that goo, remember?
oh
that goo?
yeah. And then, oh, it won't hurt you, and remember people would like shake it.
And it would,
Yeah, it irritates you. But I think just looking at your photographs online and stuff, and seeing, meeting you in this, in your studio, there's a passion, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to interview you. Is there's a passion about the craft, and I think what I'm trying to get to is how do you find where do you find that passion, like in your soul? Where do you know that comes from, or how did you find out that you have that?
An old boyfriend told me. No, seriously, he's like...
That went from really deep to, my old boyfriend just like killed it.
He said, you're really good at this. And I said, maybe I am. Well, my dad was an amateur photographer growing up, and we always had a dark room. And that was like a big thrill. He let me go in there with him. And so I think I just kind of went from there. It just came from growing up.
Yeah. But now you look at it, I mean, you wake up every morning pretty pleased you're a photographer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's that like for you?
I mean, I guess mostly it's like I'm not sitting in the same place every day. I mean, I'm going into homes, going into kitchens, always doing something different. That's the part I really love about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the freedom.
Yeah, the freedom and the variety.
So, and this is a good question. Was it a hard road to get to the point of finally being super comfortable that I'll be able to make all the bills every time, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah?
That kind of never goes away.
Right.
Like as soon as you don't have a week booked out, a week ahead, you're like, no one's ever calling me again.
Nobody likes what I do. But I think it's important for people to know that even at like 23, 24, when you're getting out of college, it's the same, but do you think in the long haul it's worth it?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I do too. I can't imagine being something else. That'd be weird. So,
Well,
hey,
I mean, when everything kind of started to change and it just seemed like more people were like, I'm a photographer now, I was like, am I going to have to change careers? Like stock photography pretty much fell off the map and people made whole livings off of that. You remember?
Yeah.
And so I just kept thinking like, what would I do? And then I'm just like, I just have to stay in there and just figure out how to keep doing it.
Do you feel you honed in your craft during that time period? Like when things get tougher in the economy, do you find that you lean deeper into your profession?
Yeah, and a lot of people moved to New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, or just for whatever reason since that time in the past 10 years. And then I got older, so then there's like younger people, and just changed. It used to be just like a handful of photographers. Now there's a lot of people I don't even know their names.
Well, but there's still only a handful of clients.
Right.
Yeah. So the pool got bigger of service people, the photographers, but the client pool didn't change much, right? That's a bummer. So
I guess there's more restaurants.
Oh no. So you've got a book coming out. And what's that book?
It's called Kevin Boughton's New Orleans Kitchen, and it's a cookbook that I did. They were filming all the shows that are going to be on PBS, and the local PBS station.
Oh, nice.
So they were filming the cooking show, and so then once they finished doing each episode, they would have the food a bunch of that food prepared, and then I would take it in another room and restyle it and photograph it on
So this is gonna
still photography.
This is gonna be big. It's a big book.
Yeah.
And where can you get the book, or where will you be able to get the
Well,
book?
it's published by Good Smith out of Salt Lake City, so I mean, I'm sure it's going to be everywhere. I'm going to hopefully have
So you're gonna be like
copies.
uber famous, not just well known, but like super famous.
I hope.
Wait, I gotta touch you. All right, there we go. Touch fame.
It's like from Young Frankenstein.
Right. So, what was that? Are you used to that noise?
That wasn't a dog. It's him over there.
Well, it's like got such this old feeling. You ever watch The Walking Dead? I'm
Is
just
that a
waiting for
TV
like,
show?
yeah,
I have to look at it.
yeah.
Just
It's
got my TV all.
it's
my
all
TV
about
now.
it's like the big zombie thing. It's on
Okay.
Netflix. The Walking
Okay.
Dead, and you'll get it. When,
Oh, okay.
yeah, but all of a sudden, I'm like, that sounds like something.
It's their Doberman. He's not there.
Oh.
Well,
So,
he's behind, like, he can't see out.
oh, well, that's a bummer for him.
So,
So it's all in his
yeah,
ears.
yeah.
So, we're gonna wrap it up here pretty quick because I do gotta get to the
Yeah,
airport. But let's take two more things,
sure. Okay.
and both things will be. Let's expose careers a little bit and be like your career. You gotta have a moment where you made a mistake. You don't have to talk about the client or what it was, but how did you recover from that mistake? Like you knew it while it was happening, like, oh shit.
Right.
I mean, everybody's got one in a
Right.
career.
It hasn't happened in a while, I guess.
Right. But I like that, knocking on wood. So,
Oh, I read the same roll of film through the camera twice, so that was 2 rolls of film that were not usable.
that, and so,
I didn't realize.
and I told you, you didn't have to expose the mistake.
Mm-hmm.
But how did you,
I didn't come back from that. I pretended like I didn't know what they were talking about, the shots that they were.
you're just like, well, what do you mean? So,
I should have fessed up. I should have just told the truth.
well, I mean, it's a thing, lie,
I made a
then
mistake.
deny the lie, then lie again, right?
I should have just said I made a mistake.
Yeah.
And so I'm missing some film because I ran 2 rolls through. But I didn't.
Yeah. And that was years and years and years ago, I'm sure.
Mm.
Because you said the word film.
I ran.
So, and this is a tough one, and you might take a minute. If you had like one paragraph that you could tell a photographer, like sitting right in front of you, like somebody you cared for, and their career depended on it, what would you tell that person?
I have to come up with a whole paragraph right now?
Well, no.
Use a tripod?
Use a tripod. And buy a good tripod. It can't wobble, right? You don't want a tripod to wobble.
Okay, what would I say?
Yeah, what's your biggest piece of advice to the young photographer coming up?
I really still think it's lighting. Learn lighting, composition, make sure you have the right equipment. Don't charge too little.
Yeah. Well, I think feast or famine kind of comes with charging too little.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I charged $500 at something that should have been like $3,000. Because $3,000 would have fed you all month, and then got you more equipment.
And you're not necessarily not going to get the job because you have the lowest price. I mean, the highest price. Sometimes you have no idea why you're not getting it,
Yeah, it could be somebody's brother, sister, friend, anything.
Any kind of reasons.
You
So
said the
don't
wrong
be
thing.
afraid.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But if they really want you, and then they'll say like, "Could you do it for $450 or whatever?" Then of course say yes.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not too much of a.
And this will be my last question.
Okay, good. I was like, come up with the whole
I
paragraph.
know. Do you see yourself, because you were talking about lighting, do you find that you have the ability to light things kind of like prior to the shoot? Like you think about it,
Yes.
you lay it out?
Yes.
And do you think that comes from preparation?
Yes.
So it's really understanding the gear and understanding the results. And would you say that the main way to do that is to practice? Or did you have that as a natural gift?
I mean, there's a lot of practice, and there's a lot of information on the internet about how to light something. I mean, not all of it is good, but if you see something that you do like, then you can look at those informational videos.
Absolutely.
Or try to emulate something that you see that doesn't have instructions, just try it beforehand.
When you can find old books, there's a lot of really, because we learn on
Oh,
books,
yeah,
there's a lot of
books.
old books that just sit out there. You
Yep.
know, books, right? Like films.
Garage sale.
So, well, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for this. And if you're out there watching this, just try and pay attention, listen. Everybody's trying to help everybody out, and younger photographers and videographers. Cool.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Did it help?
It did. Yeah, it did. It was perfect.
Whoops.
Hoping I had to walk away from my sound, so I'm hoping that it turned. Yeah, it sounds.
Did it work?
Yeah. Yeah, there's some popping and clicking, but hopefully I don't have a whole lot.
I did some contact prints too. This one came out really pretty.
Oh wow, I haven't seen those.
It's like a cyanotype over a,
Oh no way.
yeah, I did
I like
a green one and then a brown one on top, or blue, I can't remember.
Yeah, the contact. So that's the size of the film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to shoot. Believe it or not, used to shoot the Navy Exchange catalog on.
What do they sell?
So with the Navy, right? Nobody was allowed to sell anything on the ships other than the Navy. So the Navy was the buyer. And what was interesting about that is everything had to be rephotographed, so there were no hidden messages to the soldiers or sailors. It was all government controlled. And while I was in Norfolk, I worked with Tim Wright, who was a really, really good product photographer. Like, you know, those guys that are just retardedly good. Like, holy shit good. And we had to shoot all of it on 4x5 and 8x10. So we're shooting like spoons, packages of underwear, you know, pots, pans, all on 8x10. Slow process. But yeah, had something called the crow's nest, where you're literally up top.
I really like product photography.
Product photography?
I really do, yeah. But just, I mean, if I had moved to New York like I thought I would, I think I would have
Gone that way.
gone that way, but it just wasn't really that here.
Yeah, there's not